Right, Stars fans, this is Danny Cohen, and we're going to give you a little content ahead of the LA Kings game. And Dallas needs to get it together. They need to get it together now. We've lost three straight, and it has not looked good. Frustration is bound to kick in if it's not kicking in already. A win here puts us at a winning record of 4-3 through the first seven versus 3-4 and losing four in a row. And the other thing to keep in mind is that we've got some really big games on the heels of this one, which is a big game in and of itself, but they just keep coming. We've got Carolina, who is one of the best, if not the best team in the league right now to start the year. We've got big games after that. Divisional game against Nashville. We've got Washington, Tampa Bay, Florida, our old buddies in Edmonton. We are running the gauntlet here, and we're not doing it in prime form. So the quicker that we can get this boat righted and get some confidence moving forward, the better, because let's see, all of these are losable games, right? Especially we'll take I think we're going to beat Nashville, but we could, if we don't get our business together, we could drop 1, 2, 3, 4. We could drop 5 of 7 games here, and you know. Then we're looking at being in a real hole very early on in the season, and you don't want to be there. So LA is coming off a 2-1 win against St. Louis last night, so it's a nice win for them against a good team. So maybe we'll have a little bit of fatigue there that can work in our favor. We've got some defensive issues that we have got to get sorted out. And we're looking at the 4th worst goals against average in the league right now at 3.83 per game. You just can't give up 4 goals a game in the NHL and win games. Our penalty kill is the 3rd worst at 65%. This is usually a shining area of our game. And right now that star is petering out. We need to get that. We need to get that going in the right direction. Our power play on the flip side of that is the 4th best at 29.4%, even though that's fallen off here in the last little bit. So our first 3 games of the year, we had 18 goals for and those were all against just killers of teams. It was Colorado, right? It was Winnipeg. And I can't remember the last one off the top of my Minnesota, I think. All of them great teams. And then the last 3 games, we've only had 5 goals for. So the offense has really just fallen right off the cliff. We've had some injury problems that we've had to contend with here in the early going, which it's getting to be a very old record that we're playing on repeat. We saw this last year for pretty much the entirety of the season, where Robertson was not at full steam right out of camp, and then all of the defense injuries that we had going in to the playoffs, plus Sagan was out for the majority of the year last year, and we're seeing that piling up already, where we lost Ben to a punctured lung. We lost Lundqvist, who looks like he's going to be out a week or 2. Oscar Beck is out as a depth option for us, and Duchesne is another injury who took a big hit from Jake Middleton and really got his bell rung and his whole world turned upside down. And hopefully he's okay. We've also got a little bit of a flu bug that's going through the locker room. I'm hoping that's what's keeping Duchesne out right now versus that hit. So They've got some injuries to Anze Kopitar, who he just keeps going. He is got to be pushing 40 now. He's at a point a game, 4 assists, 4 games. He was near a point a game last year, and going to have his name in the rafters there in LA. They're missing him, as well as some grit in Jordan Burroughs. So LA, they were a damn good team last year. 105 points versus our 106. They ended up pushing Edmonton to 6 games, and we only went 5 with them and absolutely got trounced. So this is really one, in my eyes, this is one of the top teams in the league. Forget what their record is right now at 2-3-2. I don't think that tells the whole story of just how good our opponent is across the way from us. So our defense was worse than theirs last year. They had 206 goals against versus our 224. Our offense was better than theirs last year, better than theirs this year. LA have struggled on the road. Last year they put up a 17 wins, 24 losses versus Dallas at home, which is where we're playing here with this game, was 28-13. So they've got some really good players on their end. Adrian Kempe, Kevin Fiala, Quentin Byfield. All of those can crush you in different ways. They've got Corey Perry to watch for, to see if he's going to try to stick it to his old buddies here in Dallas. I'm sure he's going to try to get under the skin of some of our players. Cody Ceci also comes back to play in Dallas for the first time since last year. And Drew Doughty, he's another player that has been around for a very long time and is still a great defenseman for them on their top pairing. Yeah, our offense is definitely more, dare I say, star-studded, but we've struggled in the last few games, and we've got to have them come up big for us. I'll be looking for players like Rantanen and Wyatt Johnston, Hintz, to really shine here tonight. Mikko, I'd like to see him come out early with that same fire that we saw maybe a little bit too late in the last game, where we only saw him running people and finishing checks in the third period. I'd like to see him come out and start a physical tone early in the game, get a goal early in the game. Let's get a lead. Let's have this poorly situated road team in a position where they don't want to be in early against us, maybe 1-2 goals behind. Let's call it 2 or 3 early, and really have them chasing the game like we were last game. Their goaltending on their end has been fairly pedestrian at best. Kemper and Forsberg, they've played 4 games for Kemper, 1 game for Forsberg, and they've been around 880 save percentage. So their goaltending is not doing well, though Kemper's a very good goalie. He hasn't been showing that here or in the early going, so we can maybe take advantage of a little shakiness between the pipes there. Hopefully Ottinger, and he's good at bouncing back from games, but he needs to bounce back after having a sort of a stinker of a game last time, where he probably had at least 3 goals that were of the iffy variety at best. And I'd like to see us play that full 60 minutes. We have yet to really play a full 60-minute game this year. Let's make it tonight. If you have any questions of me, any requests on topics that I can discuss here, I'd be more than happy to take them. You can reach me at thefoilhockey@gmail.com. That's THEFOIL hockey, HOCKEY, for those of you fans who don't know how to spell our sport, at gmail.com.